Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Y'all are going to have to let me know how the volume is because I have had a Windows update and a Streamlabs update, and it messed up all of my settings. And let me just make sure my stream is still on. And we're going to jump into here. Let me go to live Farm Chick. Matt K, good evening. Farm Chick, I hope the move is going well. Sounds good so far. Slaughter 5709, hello. Sounds good on your phone. Sorry, still waiting on the internet there, Farm Chick. Alright, y'all, I found a new used desk last night on, and I still have you on my starting soon screen, but I found a new used desk on Facebook Marketplace last night for like $10. So I went and looked at it this morning. I snatched it up. I'm working on wires in the office right now. Nice. So I snatched it up, and then I spent the morning running around to Walmart, Radio Shack, and the local computer store. And I finally have my second monitor up and running as well. Yeah, internet sometime tomorrow. Yep, that's what I thought. So I finally got my second monitor up and running, so I can actually watch my stream on my second monitor. I am going to pull up, let me start you all on live scene. Let's pull the game up. Give it a second for my stream to catch up to what I am seeing. Make sure everything's looking good with the two monitors. Alright, we are golden so far. Alright, so I am jumping into, I'm not going to do any kind of map tours tonight or map showcase tonight. I'm tired of testing. I just want to jump in and do a little bit of playing. So I'm going to crank this up in its new farmer mode. So let's jump in here, new farmer mode. I am going to make sure switch to trains is off because I've been doing a lot of testing. All right, let's jump in here. Let's go to 1 speed. I'm going to turn traffic off for now. I'm going to go normal on the fuel usage so it goes a little bit higher. I'm going to turn all of the helpers off. I'm going to leave plant growth on fast, withering off, crop destruction off. I'm going to put plowing on, lime on, and weeds off. So let me do a quick save. Bad Touch, hello. Arlarn, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Alright, save game. Let me just make sure that's saved. Trying to keep an eye on chat. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so we own, if we look at the map, in new farmer mode, we are starting off with field 1, 41, 42, 43, 44, and then next to 44 should be a little grass meadow, and then over near oil well 1 is a small forest with room for some placeables. You own Center Mountain because that's where all of the buildables are in new farmer mode. And then start you off with the coal mine, but you have to open the coal mine before you have access to it. So that is new farmer mode, your starting fields. I'll go through the garage really quick. So starting off with the DB120. Cameo harvester, couple of Fendt tractors, the Roadrunner, Case, IH Titan for lime fertilizer, the grain header, tanker, corn header, tipper, loading wagon with the windrow attacher, lime spreader. I think this is lime and fertilizer. Yeah, lime or fertilizer. K100. Starting off with the plow, tipper for the K100, and the Krone Easy Cut Special for your grass. Well, crap, I just saw that to join. I must have had it for at least a year. Well, that's a bummer. I very reluctantly created a Facebook account so I can get into information. Oh, that's on Trello. So that is your starting fleet. We are going to head over to the vehicle shop. Not Tractor Supply, across the street. There we go, that'll work. So your K100 and your slide-on tipper is sitting at the vehicle shop, along with your truck and tanker. And then down near field, across the street from field 1, is the rest of your, let me grab just a little bit of speed. So down by field 1, all of the rest of your vehicles are sitting down here waiting for you. Again, this is new farmer mode. So everything else is sitting down here across from field 1. Slaughter, will this be available soon? I'm going to try and get it. I've got another update I have to upload tonight. I'm going to try and get it to the Patreons tomorrow, and then it'll be released to the public next weekend. So let's head back to here. All right, so the first thing you need to do is you need to open up. I have my mods folder ready. Only map is missing. I know, right? I know y'all are excited. I want the Patreon, since they've supported me all year, I want them to have it for a week first. So they'll get it tomorrow, and we'll probably do a release stream next Saturday. Probably next Saturday. So in order to open up the mines and gain access to them, I'll show you the sign when you get over there, but you have to come over to Central Warehouse. I have it preloaded with 500,000 liters of wood chips. So if you sell them off and you want to open up the mines, you're going to have to find yourself another 500,000 liters of wood chips. But you want to load them up and take them to the mine with you. And then once you deliver, I'll show you the sign once we get over there. It's pretty self-explanatory. So if you're new to the map, you have, while we're waiting for our truck to load, you have Central Mountain, which goes down into a valley. So a valley surrounding the river, and then there's Outer Mountain that circumferences the map. And it's based off of the Wyoming Valley in Pennsylvania, where I grew up. So we have, in the map, we have the Nanticoke Fire Station, the Nanticoke Police Station, the Nanticoke Hospital, the Nanticoke High School with the Trojans, Nanticoke Trojans football field. So take your 500,000 liters of wood chips with you when you go to open up your mine. So that is due, where we head east, due east of Central Mountain. Dixieland protected public release, yeah, for projected, yeah. Dixie's in the house. Hey Dixie, see if your command works. Exclamation point Dixie. I tried to get a couple more commands set up today. Nick will not find his place on your map. He gets lost. Yeah, unfortunately he does. There you go. And then I think I got my YouTube channel in there as well. I think it's exclamation point YouTube, and that should bring up the my YouTube channel. works. I streamed earlier for those who missed it. Yeah, Dixie was on it. I had a whole bunch of crap, real life stuff going on all week, so I didn't do anything all week long. There you go. There's the link to the YouTube channel as well. So Dixie did 99% of the testing. I had a really bad week of real life stuff going on. Alright, so new farmer mode, you own the coal mine but you don't have access to it. So the sign's going to tell you to open up the mines, go to Central Station, pick up the 500,000 liters of wood chips and deliver them here. So let's grab our truck. And we'll drop off the wood chips. Oh, yeah, they work. Yeah, I was messing around with Streamlabs a little bit today. Now, the mines will take about 8 in-game hours to open if you're playing on 1 speed. So I'm going to let that sit there and do its thing. We're going to head down to our farmyard. I've got a little bit of a game plan for what I want to accomplish today. I think we're pretty stable. I got another update I have to send to Dixie tonight, but I think we're pretty stable on the map version where we will not need another restart. I'm excited because I can actually see chat on a monitor where I don't have to squint to try and read my phone. Alright, so we're going to head down into the valley. Over the river and through the woods. Head over here. I'm going to check our fields. I think there's nothing. I'm pretty sure there's nothing planted, and I'm pretty sure they need lime, fertilized, plowed, and seeded. So we're going to check that field status as soon as we get over here. I'm going to keep the default areas until I can build up some cash and move. So we're going to stay here for a little while before we make a big move. Alright, let's take a quick peek at... So we own 141... Let's turn this back on. So we own 141, 42, 43, 44, little grass meadow by 44 in a little forest. And I'm almost positive they are all going to need lime and fertilizer. Yeah, so they need they need plow. They need lime, and I'm almost positive nothing's planted. So wait for the map to catch up. Yeah, so they're all cultivated, but we're going to go through and we're going to give it a full regiment. So let's start with... Do I not have... I do. Let's grab the tractor. We'll throw a layer of fertilizer down. Then we'll throw a layer of lime down. Then we'll plow them under. And then we'll seed with another layer of fertilizer, and we won't have to mess with them. I think I pre-filled this. I did. So I pre-filled this with fertilizer. Don't need the top open. Don't know how long it's going to last, but it is pre-filled. So we're going to head across the street while we're waiting for the mines to open. We'll get our field work done. Alright, do I need to... I guess not. Oh, I probably forgot. I should have put the extensions on this when I set up the map. I don't think I did. I usually can't drive this thing very straight. Steve-O, hail the man, can you finally play the map without testing it? I'm tired of testing, I just want to play tonight. Some cool underground places you made on this map, looking forward to explore the whole map. Yeah, I'm not going to give too many secrets away tonight. I'm not even going to do a map tour tonight. I'm going to sit here and play for a bit. I've had the week from hell in real life this week, so I'm going to sit back and play tonight. I literally had something going on every single day this week, so I got like absolutely nothing done this week. Dixie's giving me hell. You're tired of testing? Yeah, I didn't do much testing, y'all. I did a lot of fixing. I didn't do much testing. Dixie did 90% of the testing. I just played with the trains and I played with the monorail. That's about all I did. You deserve it, yeah. Yeah, massive shout out. Poor farm chick had to move with no internet. So I just want to come in and have fun for a couple hours tonight. Alright, let's head over to... Oh, don't put you on its side. We've got a couple of small fields over here. Which I may plow together. I haven't decided yet. Now, this one you got to be careful because you will put your vehicle in the water. Oop, and I jump out of it instead of turning it back on. Way to go, old man. I can't even drive tonight. I think Dixie needs a long vacation. After all the ad, probably. Can't wait to sink the teeth into this one. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a challenge with all the buildables. I'm seriously thinking about plowing these fields together. Maybe next time. We'll just go with like they are for now. And I'm almost positive I forgot to put follow me in my mods folder. Oh, did I miss? I did miss a strip down the middle of that field. I normally don't use the spreader. I like the Case Titan, but the Case Titan's full of lime. Matt K, is it cool if I send you a whisper later tonight? I want to set something up with you on Patreon. Absolutely, yeah. I'll look at it after the stream. All the maps from Old Man has been so awesome. In my mind, they're top 10. Well, thank you. Much appreciated. I do appreciate all the support with the Patreon members and the donations with PayPal. Yes, indeed, definitely, Old Man. Never disappointed me. Well, like I said, much appreciated. I enjoy building more than I enjoy playing. And yeah, once we get the field work done, I'll show you what the game plan is going to be for how I want to get started on the map. Again, I missed a little strip down the field. Yeah, this is going to get sold off as soon as I have the money. We're going to buy another Case Titan. Yeah, and if I don't have follow me in here, I may save this and jump out really quick and throw follow me back in. So we'll see. We'll see once we get to that point. I was watching the YouTube series on the map build. Yeah, I'm a little ticked off with Twitch right now because I went to upload my last two videos to YouTube and it won't let me for some reason. It keeps telling me that my YouTube channel's not connected to the Twitch channel and it's not connected to Google, and I've checked YouTube and I've checked Google and they're both connected. So I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. But I am not able to export my last couple streams. And trying to get a hold of somebody and support at Twitch is completely freaking useless. Alright, we have one more field across the bridge. I'm not going to worry about those couple of stripes I've missed. All good. I should have been Patreon a long time ago, Old Man, but I really didn't know how to be Patreon. Oh, no issues. It's all good. So yeah, I refuse to have a Twitter account, and the only way you can get a hold of Twitch is on Twitter. So I'm gonna have to create a freaking Twitter account just to get a hold of like Twitch customer support and figure out why I can't export my video. Alright, we own 44. I think, yeah, it was on this side of the river. I think, let me check the map. I think this is the grass meadow we have. Or is it not? Let this save. Yeah, so we're sitting on the grass meadow that we own. And then field 44 should be, again, it's starting off with some of the smaller fields. You'll have to work your way up to some of the bigger fields. You do not own the grass meadow on this side, just the field. Maybe something with that hack on Twitch I saw. Oh, I didn't realize they were. I'm hoping it's just a small issue with Twitch that they're going to fix. But I've tried for 2 days now, and I haven't been able to upload, or export, not upload, but export my last couple streams. So maybe they're working on something, internally trying to get something fixed. Yeah, there's I forget the name of it, but there's a external video on demand that you can install on your computer that you can export your video. You can't export them, you have to download them. So I can download my videos to a video on demand site and then upload them from there to YouTube, but then I'm talking an hour download from Twitch to the VOD site, and then another 3-hour upload from the VOD site to YouTube. So I haven't gone that route yet. But at some point, probably I'll let it go till Monday. At some point on Monday, I'm going to have to create a Twitter account just so I can get a hold of somebody at Twitch. If not, I'll just start live streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. But it wasn't a problem for this week because I had so much other stuff going on. Yeah, I figured while we're waiting for the mines to open that this is a pretty good time killer, is getting all these fields prepped. Yeah, I'm not even going to turn this off. I'm just going to do a UE. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to anybody else that streams and then uploads their live streams to YouTube. So I don't know if it's just like my account issue or if it's more of a global issue. Alright, I'm going to call these fields fertilized. Not 100%, but close enough to call. We're going to throw down a layer of lime on every one of them. Then we're going to plow that under. And then we'll pull the cedar out. Sorry about my family member that oh yeah, my dad's brother, my Uncle Chet, had passed away. I think last week. This week, I don't know. This week's been one big blur. Yeah, my dad's been gone for, oh God, 17 years, maybe 18 years now. 16, 17, 18, somewhere in there. Let's see. My uncle Chet had just passed away, was 76, and my dad's 8 years older than my uncle. So I'll let you do the math on how old my dad would be if he was still alive. Alright, let's get this guy put away. Alright, let's grab our... Yeah, that one should be pre-filled with fertilizer. This one should be pre-filled with lime. Like I said, if you're starting a new farmer mode. So we shall head across the street. Just don't hit the tree. Just don't hit the tree and don't put yourself in the water. Now I know this lime doesn't go very far, so we may end up buying some lime. Are you going to delay FS22 now since you're playing this map? No, I'm taking part of the September money from the Patreons and part of the October money from the Patreons, and I'm going to purchase 22. I just haven't had a chance to pre-order it, so I may go in and just pre-order 22. I am not paying for the whatever that extra, whatever they're calling that extra 1 year thing. I'm only getting the base game. I'm not paying Giants 88 bucks or whatever the hell it is. I don't play on their maps anyway. The Seasons Pass. Yeah, I'm not buying the Seasons Pass. I'm only going to get the base game. I generally never use the in-game equipment once modded equipment comes out. And I never play on the base game maps, so I'm not going to spend the extra cash. Alright, let's head over. Head over yonder. Did you consider the spreader width when making these fields? Actually, no, I didn't. I just got lucky on that one. While this is opening up, I'm going to grab a quick sip of Gatorade. Yeah, these fields over here. This one I probably made a little bit too close to the water for comfort. You're going to probably want to do a headland on that side of the field. If not, I think your helper is going to end up in the river. Now this one worked out pretty close as well. Yeah, I usually get that one little strip up the side of the field. Yeah, I did a really bad job with that fertilizer spreader. That's why I never use that one. Hire that helper unless you're a good swimmer. Nice. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna move, but right now I'm just gonna use with. I'm gonna go with what you were given. And trust me, I'll be selling off that fertilizer spreader the first chance I can get. We're not going to get so lucky on this field with the correct width. Yeah, I'm not sure what the weekend plans are yet. Don't know what the family's doing this weekend. They were supposed to go jeeping, but the Jeep is down for repairs. So I actually think they're going to be working on the Jeep this weekend instead. So don't know what the stream schedule is going to be like this weekend. But I appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. I almost jumped into the Prairie map tonight. The Prairie map, after I upload them to YouTube, are actually getting pretty decent views. Good sizes, beginning fields. Yeah, definitely with some goals to get some bigger fields. Yeah, I'll show you what my goals are going to be after we get our field work done. I'll show you what my starting game plan is. That's what pretty much tonight's for. Is I spent a couple hours in the map figuring out, where I wanted to set up my house and where I wanted to move to. I did a couple test scenarios where I sold off the starter field, sold off the starter equipment, and moved, but no matter what I did, it didn't work out as well as this starting plan. And again, everybody has their own play style too, so a lot of players will do start from scratch. So, but I think what I want to do is going to work. Yeah, I was pretty generous in new farmer mode with the starting equipment and the starting fields. Because it's going to be a really tough, with all the buildables, it's going to be a really hard map to play. And with the low prices until you build the better sell point, it's going to be a pretty hard map to play. How'd this field work out? This field worked out pretty well. Let's head across the river. We'll grab that other field. We'll break out the plow next. Unless you're like, uh-oh, picking on Dixie. Nah, everybody has their own game play style. When you're pressed for time in your testing, sometimes you just need to break out that 100-meter header. Amazing looking, Chill Will, thank you for stopping in. Amazing looking map as usual. Giants should just hire you to now it's all good. There's a few map authors who do a much better job than I do. My next goal is to teach myself Blender. I want to make all my own buildings. Alright, we own this little grass meadow so I can drive through it. I didn't cheat in the money, so I sold the clean fill at the mines. Yeah, that's our next to do. Is when the mines open up. Let's knock this field out. Yeah, that's why I gave you, that's why I put all that clean fill in the opening to the mine, to give you some starting cash without having to cheat it in. I did the math. You're going to need to keep, you have to keep 10 million liters of clean fill to open up every field on the map. So every buildable on the map that uses clean fill, you need a total of just under 10 million liters. So keep yourself at least 10 million liters of clean fill, and then you can sell everything else off. Did buy all the fields with the dev. Yeah, I do the same thing. My test map, I went in and I bought every single field. I cheated, $40 million in. But I pre-filled all the warehouses for testing. It's really the only way to test a map. If we had to make, if we had to make the product for every single buildable to test the map with, you wouldn't get this map until FS24 came out. Hillbilly is in the house. Hello. So yeah, so this was more of a my test stream tonight just to see how I wanted to start this map as, you know, single player new farmer mode. I want to see if it can be done with the equipment in the starting fields that I gave you. That's what the dev tools for testing, exactly. Even though the warehouse was full of stuff, I still placed the building material factories down to see what was going to be needed. Yeah, I think Dixie came up with like 20 or 21 factories that you have to put down in order to build all of the buildables on the map. In order to make all the products for all the buildables on the map, I think you have to put like 20 of the placeables down. Alright, let's head back to the yard and we'll grab the plow. So every one of these fields needs to be plowed. And then I'm actually going to plant clover in every one of these fields. And I'm doing it for two reasons. The first reason is we need the clover to make grass seed. And you're going to need grass seed to open up more fields. And I'm going to use the grass swath that drops from the clover to turn it into silage, and silage is going to be my beginning game cache. So I am planting every single one of these fields in clover. Dixie spent a ton of hours. Like I said, I can't praise Dixie enough. She spent a ton of hours testing this map. Wait till I get her bills for testing. Alright, we're gonna head. We'll grab the plow. So not bad. Enough lime to get your starter fields done. So you got enough lime to start with. You have enough fertilizer to start with. Again, that's all new farmer mode. Alright, let's grab our plow. Which one do we want? We'll grab this one. Oop, I didn't want to attach the mower. Let's grab the plow. If I can see, I just need to zoom my camera out a little bit. Now you're going to have to be super careful taking harvesting contracts on this map. Make sure it's not a field that you have access to if you're going to take a contract, because about half of the fields on the map have to be built. Let's see, $25 an hour, 45 gameplay hours. So yeah, don't take a harvesting contract and then get to the field and you don't have access to the field. So you're going to really have to watch what contracts you take. Alright, we are on not allow create fields. All right, just want to make sure I'm not going to mess up my starter fields. Now, I'm seriously thinking about hiring a helper and then grabbing that second tractor and then just coming back through with the seeder behind it. But we have 8 hours to kill before the mines open up with literally nothing to do. Oh, I forgot this one has collisions on it. So that's why I'm really doing a lot of this myself, because, like I said, until your mines open up, the first 8 hours of gameplay, you're going to be looking for stuff to do. I need more Patreons with that bill. Exactly. And I don't have a lot of cash either, so I don't want to be paying thousands of dollars to hired help early game also. So we're probably going to end up doing most of this ourselves. At least the first round of arable work. Tell you, I've only had my second monitor hooked up for like 2 hours now, and I'm already in love with it. Just buy her RC Cola and she'll be happy. I'll have to figure out where she lives and send her some DoorDash or something. Now, what's nice about this map is it's exactly the same as fill types in Ritchieville Hollow and Island. So every vehicle from those three maps, every mod pack for those three maps, the required mod packs, the silos, the animal pens, use everything from Ritchieville Hollow or Islands on this map. I know just how to find her. These sizes of fields, you don't need workers to help out. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of doing arable work. Actually, I should say I'm not a big fan of plowing. I don't mind spreading fir or lime. I love the harvest. I hate to plow. But even for some starter fields, these are pretty decent. We should know tomorrow game day of how much product we actually get off of this first harvest. And like I said, depending what the family's doing, I do plan on streaming the crap out of this map this weekend. That's why you should get me on here. This has not been server tested. It's only been single player tested. Let's see if we can sneak this. Oh, I did fold it up. I was going to say, let's see if we can sneak this through the trees, but no, it's going to have to be folded up. And I think we're going to do, it's going to look ugly, but I think we're going to do a headland along the river, which is going to give me room to turn around. That's what you should get. Oh, in the chat. I was going to talk to you about that via Whisper. I'd like to help with that if you'd like. I've got an ARC server. If I can figure out how to swap games, we can test. All right, yeah. I'll get with you, Hillbilly, probably tomorrow because I'm not going to stay up long after the stream tonight. I've literally had the week from hell, and I'm going to stream for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to call it an early night. Now I should have room to turn around up here. Yeah, if we want to get together and do some server testing. Hillbilly, I'll shout at you tomorrow. Because after the stream tonight, I've got about an hour upload to get this map. I made a couple fixes on the map today, so I have to get them uploaded to Dixie tonight. And then Farm Chick should have her internet back at some point tomorrow. But I specifically made the file sizes small enough where they will fit on a server. My computer, my Wi-Fi, it's rare that I can jump on a server. The Wi-Fi usually drops out, and I usually end up dropping out of the server. So I very rarely play anything, not just Farm Sim, but I usually don't play any games where I have to jump on a server. Going to be fun to get work hard on this map. Looking forward to it. First train ride. Oh, and yep, you're planting potatoes in the biggest field. And you're going to harvest with the 3-row potato harvester. Just think of with all those potato chips you can make with that big field of potatoes. I am going to jump into the, I keep forgetting, I need to make a note for myself. I want to jump into the editor and run the field size program just to see, to get the list of how many hectares each field is. If I remember, I'll do that tomorrow and post it to Facebook. I'm sure it'll be a couple of months. There you go. Biggest field with the 3-row harvester. Just make sure you have withering turned off. Yeah, we get these. Let me get the field work done, and then I'll show you what my game plan is going to be. Uh-oh. Check. My stream is buffering. I think I'm still good though. Wi-Fi hasn't been the greatest today. Now I'm curious to know how the field size is. I'll definitely do that tomorrow and post it to Facebook. I knew we were going to hit this tree. Alright, let's just get a headland down this side. I think if you plant potatoes in the biggest field, you'll never run out of potatoes. The whole playtime on this map. Yeah, yeah, I know. You'll make all the herbicide you need. You'll definitely make all the French fries and potato chips you'll probably ever want. That would be a fun challenge, though. Yeah, these starter fields are definitely bigger than they look in the editor, and they're definitely bigger than they look on the map. Yeah, my son loves Graveyard Keeper, and he bought me the game, and he's trying to get me into playing Graveyard Keeper. So after this map is released and I have a little bit more time to sit back and relax, I won't live stream it, but I'll probably do tape a series on it for YouTube. So he actually got hurt his back at work, so he's off on workers' comp right now. Home with his, let's see, how old is Lily now? 14 months? So he's sitting at home with that awesome grandbaby, his daughter, taking care of her and playing the Graveyard Keeper today. I'll try and if I remember, I'll post the latest picture of her on Facebook tonight or tomorrow. He sent me a really cute picture today. But yeah, I've had the week from hell. Monday I had a doctor's appointment, so I didn't get anything done on Monday. Tuesday I was planning on working in GE and streaming all day, but I had my load of clothes in the washer. The washer decided that it took a shit and it didn't spin, and it wouldn't spin. So I had a hand wring out all of my clothes. I put some of them in the dryer, and I ended up hanging some of them outside to dry. So that like killed the entire afternoon for me on Tuesday. And then Wednesday I went with my sister down into Tulsa to buy a new with her to buy a new washing machine. So Wednesday was shot. It's an hour drive down, an hour drive back. By the time you stop for lunch, a couple hours at the appliance store. And then Thursday I had a doctor's appointment in Tulsa, so it was another hour drive down, couple hours at the doctor's, an hour drive back, so Thursday was shot. And then I was going to jump on this morning I was planning on jumping on live streaming and testing and building a new factory at like 9 o'clock this morning. And then I jumped on Facebook when I got up this morning. And on Facebook Marketplace, there was a really nice used desk that someone was selling for $10. So I messaged her this morning, and I got lucky. I was the first one to messenger. So I stopped by. She said, "Come over at 10:30, take a look at it, and see if you want." I'm going for $10. How good could it be? And so I went over there at 10:30, and it was actually a really nice desk. It's just an elderly lady in a really nice house that just didn't need it anymore. She just wanted to get it out of her garage. So I ended up getting a bigger desk for $10. So I had to get a hold of my nephew with the truck and go over and pick that up. And then when I got home, I had to completely shut my computer down, tear it apart, put everything back together, and then I had the second monitor, but I didn't have the adapter. So I ran to Radio Shack, and they didn't have the adapter I needed. So they sent me to a little local computer repair store. So I ran there, I got the adapter I needed, got the computer put back together on the new desk, and then my VGA cord was too short. So I ended up running back out after lunch to Walmart, got the VGA cord I needed, and then finally got the computer hooked back up with 2 monitors. And then I was just tired and didn't feel like doing anything, and I figured I almost didn't stream. I almost said just the heck with it and took the night off. But I wanted to give the new setup a test drive tonight. It's so nice not having to squint at my phone to read chat. So I took my old desk and I made it like an L shape next to the new desk I bought. So now I have the tower and the first monitor on the new desk, and I have the second monitor and my notebooks on the L shape, the old desk. So that worked out pretty well. But I just feel like I got absolutely like nothing done this week. Oh, cool. So Dixie must have ran the field size. Oh, the joys of moving the computer. Yeah. I literally, but it gave me a good opportunity to clean it. So I got a can of the compressed air. So got a good cleaning when it got taken apart and moved to the new desk. Oh, Dixie's typing in the field sizes. Yeah, I don't run any of the extra mods. I go with the bare minimum and just what we've made for the maps. Matt, 2 monitors are great, especially when you do editing, videos, pictures for the hobby. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I actually did that a little bit earlier today when I did the update to the construction mod pack. The first time I had a chance. That's the first time I got a chance to use the second monitor. Took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to get it synced and working together. I had to go into my computer settings and make a few adjustments. Yeah, I have had the second monitor for like 2 years. It's been sitting in a box. But my old desk was like super, super small, and there was no way I was getting a second monitor on it. There you go. She got the field size link there for everyone. All right, a couple more passes, and then the seeder's about. I think we got the DB120, so the seeding should go pretty quick. And then next weekend, when we do the map release, I'll do more of a map tour. I have my test map. I have everything built. So next weekend for release, what I'll do is I'll start a brand new game. I'll show everybody what the map looks like for when you just start. And then the second half of the stream is I'll jump into my test map with everything built, and we'll show the map off with everything built. So that's the goal for probably next Saturday. Because I won't be able to get the Patreons the update. I still have to get the fixes uploaded. So unfortunately, they will not get it tonight. It'll be some point tomorrow. Because I still have a 3-hour YouTube upload I have to get done. I've got a 3-hour YouTube upload to get done, and I have an hour map upload. How is Sebastian? Thank you for stopping in. So how has testing been going so far? I'm gonna let Dixie answer that because I've been really, really bad. Plus I had a lot of real life stuff going on. So Dixie's done like 95% of the testing. But the copy of the map that I'm on now is the copy that I'm going to upload to Dixie tonight, and it's like super stable now. So I don't anticipate any more. I really don't anticipate any more fixes or any more restarts. Yeah, I can run a program that shows all the field sizes in the editor. Let's get the plow home. We'll grab the seeder. We'll get our starter fields done. And then I'll show you my next phase of my starting game plan. A big pill coming the old man's way, exactly. I'm going to stop here a second and see if this train is coming. If it is, I'll show it to you. There's a really cool train that runs on this elevated bridge. We'll sit here a second and take in the view. And that allows me to grab a sip of Gatorade. I get my Xbox One control to stop moving. And then the opposite way, there's a little passenger train that runs through. But I thought that train was pretty cool. What time is it over there, old man? 'Cause Australia, it's 9:22 Saturday morning. It is 6:22 p.m. I'm in Central Time in the United States. Yeah, you got some awesome views on this map. So this is a combination of pretty much all the maps together. The only thing it does not have is does not have the new fishing that the Prairie map has. So this one still has the Ritchie Hollow fishing boat on the spline. So the new fishing boats are, pretty much exclusive to the Prairie map. 1:23 a.m. in Denmark. Oh goodness, thank you for staying with us and stopping in. Alright, let's throw this one in back in the garage. And like I said, I'm going to plant clover for two reasons. A, I need the clover so we can turn it into grass seed. And then B, we're going to take the grass swath and we're going to turn it into silage because really that's going to be our only beginning game income. Once you sell off the clean fill from the mine. Let me change this to clover now before I forget. Coffee, hops. There we go. Watch out for those pirates there. Steal my boat. Yeah, there is a pirate ship running around here somewhere. I think we are going to do... I'm going to throw a headland in on this side, give myself some room to turn around. So again, in new farmer mode, this is preloaded with seed and fertilizer for you. With the trees on that end, I may even throw a headland down on that side. Oh yeah, this is going to go a lot quicker than the plow. Cherokee, hello. Thank you for stopping in. It's because you forgot to take the beers for you You could bribe them with. Again, appreciate everybody taking time out of their day, evening, morning, and stopping in to say hello. Yeah, I don't even think we needed to throw a headland in on the side, but we've already started there. I'm hoping with this being preloaded that we have enough to at least get one layer of seed and fertilizer down on our starter fields. What is that about a 26 to 30 meter seeder? I'm not sure what this DB120 is. All I know is I don't have to turn it on and off at the end of the rows. Once I start making my own seed and fertilizer, I'm not worried about losing that little bit of extra. Think it's 27. Yeah, no, I'm not sure offhand. Imagine they're going to be knocking on my door pretty soon to see if I want to go out to dinner with them. I've left the house. I usually like never leave the house. I usually only go out like once a week. But I've been out every day this week, and I looked at my sister earlier today. They said I'm leaving the house for a month. So I am not going out to dinner with them tonight. There is a leftover cheeseburger in the refrigerator with my name on it. Mohammed S-U-S Mohammed Susis. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. We are giving if I got your name wrong, I do apologize. We are giving the new 16X map its first test drive tonight. After testing. Next Saturday when I stream, it'll be more of a map tour. But this is more of my test run on how I want to start my single player realistic save. DB120, 48 row, 30 planter, 100. Yeah, oh, there you go. Right, now that I know I'm not going to drive into the river, we got a little bit more room. lower. Oh, it is on. All right. I just lifted it up. More than a third of a football field. And I think, if I remember correctly, the Papa Smurf took the collisions off the wings. I think we'll find out here when we go by this tree. Yeah. So the collisions are off the wings on this as well. So yeah, next Saturday will be, if you're just joining us, will be more of the release stream map tour of what it's going to look like, both built and unbuilt. If yeah, the capacity is definitely, yeah. This thing has definitely been popified with size and capacity and speed. Yeah, this thing is definitely not realistic. I guess tomorrow game day. I guess if I stream tomorrow, we're in tomorrow's game day. We're gonna have one hell of a clover harvest going on tomorrow. Only by looks. Yeah, this, like I said, this has definitely been popified. Which I'm not complaining. I can't imagine harvesting this thing with the in-game planter at like 12, or seeding this with the in-game seeder at like 12 miles an hour, half of this size. But if you look at it, this is 16 times the size of an in-game map. Also, yeah, for the big fields, yeah, definitely. So yeah, if you wrap your head around that this is, you could put 16 of Giants maps inside of this one. So we definitely can't use the in-game equipment. You'll never get anything done. And 4 days of planting, exactly. The only thing about seeding or sowing this many fields at one time is sometimes you catch two different growth stages. That's been a pet peeve of mine with giants for a while. The seasons will change before you're done with exactly 58. You got some massive fields on this map. Can't wait for y'all to get in here and start playing. Alright. One more field on this side and we have the other field on across the river. Now the other thing is we still have about six to 8 more in-game hours before the mines are open. So at some point we're going to end up forwarding time. Which I don't mind forwarding time the first game day or two, just so you have something to do. I've played on a size 16x map before. I need to break out the old notebook. You're going to need it on this map because you have to build. You have to build almost all your sell points except for 2, and you have to build a couple forests, and you have to build about half of the fields before you have access to them. Like I said, we'll get into more of that next weekend on the release stream. But I left you plenty of grass meadows to put placeables down. You've got a ton of just placeable areas that you could put placeables down. On a server, if you're playing multiplayer, there's about 8 or 10 different houses you can start at. So there's a good 8 to 10 farms built into the map for multiplayer. There's Central Station plus 8 railroad silos. You have your mines. Hen house and slaughterhouse are built into the map, but you have to build them. The bait house is built into the map, you have to build it. Fish processing is built into the map, but you have to build it. You have to build half of the railroad silos and about half the fields and almost all the sell points. How many home farms are there on the map? There's about 8 to 10 home farms spread out all over this map. So you can pretty much set up almost anywhere on this map that you want. Alright, last field that we have to take care of. So I have an unused server that has 10 spots. Does any that sounds like a good number? Yeah, definitely. All right, let's get this done so we can move on to the next project. I'm glad you got the bridges on this map. Not like not like the other 16x map. No, I have a 16x islands map that you have to use a ferry to get from island to island. There are no bridges or road connections on the islands map. But the islands map is a 16x, but about half of it's water. So I would call it an 8x of usable space. But it's built on the 16x base, the islands map. Oh yeah, I personally, it was a fun map to build, but I actually hated playing on the islands map. I hated testing that map, and I hated playing on that map. If you don't count testing and you only count playing, I've probably only played on that map for like 3 hours. That is one of the maps that will probably not get converted to 22. Yeah, it was a nightmare to test. Exactly. Yeah, not a fan of the. Like I said, it was really fun to build, but lol, it's tough to play with the ferries. It's good in multiplayer because if you love somebody that likes to just drive around and run the ferries, but it's a challenge in single player. All right, so we should have enough seed and fertilizer in this starter uh, DB120 to get you probably two runs. Before you have to refill it. Can we get it? Yeah, I'm going to call it close enough. If I miss a little bit, we are close enough. Tried playing the 64X map. When it was released, my computer couldn't play it. Yeah, I can't play a 64X map either. Now let's get this back to the yard, and then I'll show you what my game plan is going to be. Now all these little boxes that you see all over the map along the road are placeholders for the power system. So you have to actually build the power grid on this map to get the telephone poles and street lights. So as the power system builds into the map, all those boxes will disappear. I bet plenty of Patreons asking questions once we get it. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping to get it to you all tomorrow. I just have to get one more copy of the map uploaded tonight, and it's about an hour upload, but I also have a 3-hour YouTube upload tonight. Oh, if I can back up straight. Still can't back up straight. Cut it over a little bit further. There we go. Alright, so like I said, let me jump back in here now that all of our arable work is done. So in new farmer mode, we start off with fields 1, 41, 42, 43, 44. Little grass meadow between 44 and 40. Small forest by oil well 1 and the coal mine. Once the coal mine opens, the road going down into the mine is full of clean fill that you have to clear, or you're going to have a hard time getting your vehicles down into the mine. I think Dixie said if she scooped it all up, I think there's 30, somewhere between right around 30 million liters of clean fill that you have to scoop up. I'm going to keep 10 million liters, and here's why I'm going to keep 10 million liters, and I'm going to sell the rest of it off. Let's jump. Where do I want to go? Where's the closest buildable field? Let's run over here for a minute. Actually, is there something I can? Yeah, let me go over here. Alright, so the reason I'm keeping 10 million liters of clean fill is you have to build half the fields on the map before you have access to use them. So in order to get access to these couple fields here, let me go into flight mode a second. So in order to gain access to the fields, you have to go to the construction office and open up that specific area that we're looking at. So if I want to open up area 10, I've got to go to the construction office. And then the next field that you buy, if you want to open it up, you got to go to the construction office to open up area 11. So let's head over to the construction office is across the street from the animal dealer. So this is your across the street from the animal dealer. That road will take you up to Central Mountain. And then this is the construction office. So whatever you want to build, you're going to have to come in here and find the appropriate sign. So if I want to build areas 9 and 10 that I just looked at, I've got to find the appropriate sign. So here's area 9. So if I wanted to buy, first you have to buy the area, which was field 45, was area 9. So I would have to buy that field first. which is $407,000. Then I'd come over here and I'd get a global company menu to pop up once I bought that land. And in order to open it, I have to deliver right here in front of the sign. I have to deliver 100,000 liters of clean fill, 100,000 liters of grass seed, 100,000 liters of water, and 100,000 liters of greenery to open up this area. Most of the forest and all of the fields take the same recipe to open it up. So you're going to want to keep yourself about, I estimated about somewhere between 8 and 10 million liters of clean fill needed to open up all of the fields on the map. Bear with me one second. I just want to grab a sip of Gatorade. Alright, sorry about that. Sassy one, hello. So once you get like the stone processing plant going, or if you get the crazy crusher going, or if you get one of like the gold wash plants going, you're going to get a little bit more clean fill. But clean fill is not going to be easy to come by until you get some of those other factories up and running. So I'm going to save about 8 to 10,000 liters worth of clean fill, and I'm going to sell the rest of it off. So I can start, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, as I buy the areas, as I buy what fields I need, I'm going to start opening up and building all of the fields first. Now, my goal is, I'm going to keep the starter area, so the little house that all of our vehicles are parked at over by field 1. I'm going to keep that area, but this is the house that I want to move into right over here. This is where eventually I want to move all of my equipment to. So my first goal is 800, so 900,000 rounded up. My second goal is this forest. So 1.6 million. So far I'm looking at, $2.5 million to get this house and this forest. And the reason I want that forest is, let's see if we can't get ourselves over there. Let's come back here and visit this house. So yeah, this is the house I want to buy. This is where I'm going to live and move. This is where I'm going to put all of my vehicle sheds down. And I'm going to call this area home. But the reason I want to buy this other forest is, let's come down here, I'll show it to you real quick. It has a ton of trees in it to get you started. And then once you find the road to get in, which I probably passed the road to get in. We'll cut through the middle. Here we go. I left just enough area here in the middle where you could put down, let me get a little bit of flight. I left just enough area down here in the middle where you could put the placeable mammoth mill in here. You could put the placeable Tom's tables in here. You could put the placeable Sparkies down, and there was one other placeable I fit in here, so you can fit all of your woodworking placeables right here in the middle of the forest without having to clear any trees out. So that's the only reason why I want to buy this particular forest, is I can get, like I said, I can get all my woodworking done in this one area. Gonna need about 10 factories to build everything needed to open the fields. Yeah. So that's my goal, is to get this area, this forest purchased first. So I'm going to purchase this area first, and I'm going to purchase this farmhouse second, and then move all of my equipment over here. And I'm going to sell this forest off, which will get me about $250,000 back. I'm not going to use this little forest over here by the oil well. So I plan on selling that piece of property off. Now, it's 10 a.m. and we still have about another 6 or 8 in-game hours before we have access to the mine. Let's head over this way and let me spin around. And let's sneak through here and head over towards the mine. And we'll see what percentage the build is at. If I had to guess, it's probably only like 5% built. Okay, 18% built. So we still have a long ways to go before the mine is open. I think it opens up somewhere around right when it's getting dark, like 16 or 1700 hours at night is when you can finally get in here to do any kind of work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the yard a minute. We have a ton of grass sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So we're going to grab both tractors. We're going to grab our mower. We're going to grab the loading wagon while we're waiting for the mines to open. And we're going to hit up all of our grass areas. And we're going to put a grass dryer down, turn it into silage. And I honestly can't remember if I put follow me in here or not. So if I don't have follow me in here, I'm going to save the game, jump out really quick, and then throw follow me in my mods folder. Thought your biggest goal was to plant the biggest field with potatoes. No, not mine. Let's grab, loading wagon should be down here somewhere. And then I think we can afford, we have 100,000 in cash. Let's see what a grass dryer is going to cost us. So let me jump into here real quick. So if I wanted to put a grass dryer down, which we're going to have to put one down as soon as we cut this grass. Yeah, $50,000. So we're going to spend half of our money on the grass dryer. Let's get this guy unfolded and turn him on. Do I have follow me in here? Here's the test right now. I do have follow me in here. Awesome. It's going to save us some time. All right, let's turn this puppy on and let's take advantage of all this grass that the map author gave you in new farmer mode to start with. And this will be our first bit of income. If my helper doesn't drive himself into the river. Yeah, I heard the map author was a little crazy. He is. He's more than a little crazy. Now I'm really going to confuse him. Come down here and do a circle. See if he can follow me or if it confuses him and I get the message. Helper, whatever, is too far behind you. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of multiplayer either. But I don't mind using follow me. Of course, we're going to pay out some wage payments, but that's all right. I'm trying not to get too far ahead of my helper. I'll let him catch up a minute. Follow me does deduct wages because you're actually, I think, hiring a helper. We'll see. See if, oh, the money is not counting down. I am wrong. I swear I saw wage payment pop up. Yeah, it's deducting money. So yeah, you do pay for a helper on follow me. So yeah, the follow me does deduct wages because the gentleman follow me is actually hired help. Or lady or gentleman following me is hired help. This is where it scares me where they're going to drive into the water. All right, no knock on my door, so I guess I knew I wasn't going out to dinner tonight. I think we own up to the bridge. With this field, field 43. Now, I don't know if there's enough room to drive between the trees and the field edge. I guess there is. thought that was just the usual vehicle and other maintenance the game deducts throughout the day. You know, on Follow Me, your helper deducts a wage payment. But yeah, I'm going to grab as much grass as I can around my fields. And then we're going to turn every bit of this into silage for cash. If my helper doesn't lose me. Slow down a minute, let him catch up. Our alarm, great stream so far. Well, thank you very much. Maintenance and vehicles get deducted at midnight, yeah. I'm going to sneak back here up through this first field again. Like I said, there's going to be 100 different ways to start on this map. This is just something I was toying around with as my idea of the way I want to start it. I'm trying not to get too far ahead of my helper. And just let them catch up a minute. Big changes from 15 to 19. I've never played 15. I never got into Farm Sim until 17. I actually built my first map for 17, but it never got released because I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't get all the bugs worked out. So I actually built Ritchieville for 17 and never got released. And I actually completely rebuilt it for 19. Oh. Alright, now I messed you up. Now you're definitely not going to follow me because I had a reverse. You gonna find me? You are gonna find me. I think I was trying to play on hard mode. Oh, yeah, good luck. Played on 15 until all throughout 17 until FS19 came out. I spent most of my time on 17 playing Pleasant Valley V3. See if I can't confuse the helper again. I would do this in a much closer pattern if I didn't have this guy following me. I haven't really played on 19, just testing. Yeah, I haven't played much on 19 either. It's been mostly building. I'm going to turn this off a second and see if we can get a little bit around field 1 done. And then we'll head across the river. If I can sneak through here without folding this up. Now, the wings on that loading wagon don't have any collisions. So he should be all right following me. If I didn't lose him. Played Jordan's Farms. Kind of a sad story, but a really good map. I downloaded that map. I played it a little bit, but most of my time was spent in Pleasant Valley V3. And there was actually a edited version of V3 that I was playing on. Oh, I'm not going to fit through here. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. Let's fold you up. I said fold. There we go. I've got traffic off. I'm just going to stop here a minute. Alright, let's fire you a minute. Get you folded up. And now I can go. Okay, you follow me folded up across the bridge. glance in mod field status. I don't use any of the like quality of life mods. We'll see how well this loading wagon does across these bridges. Now we do own, there's the passenger train that runs through on the bridge. Oh, it's probably running. Ooh, slam, my helper slams me in the back as I'm watching the train. Nice. Yeah, we own this, I'm almost positive this is the little meadow we own. We don't own the one across the street, but I think we own the one on this side of the street. We do. And then we're going to go around field 44 as well. So let's get this guy. Oh, I got to fire him first. Then I can unfold him, lower him, turn him on. Then I can rehire him. Oop, Shift F. All right, rehire him or her. And then grab as much grass from over here as we can. I'm not going to wiggle in and out between all the poles. I'm just going to get what I can without my helper going in the water. I'm probably going to use this little area here to put my seed maker down, my fertilizer maker down. I may even throw the grass dryer in like right over here. That's what I plan on using this little weird area for. But right now we're going to, early game cache is going to be hard to come by, so that's what I'm grabbing this for. And I like to actually cut the grass. I'll cut the grass like every single game day like this until I get some factories going and have some steady cash coming in. Even on my Ritchieville single player YouTube series playthrough, I'm actually cutting the grass on that map like every single game day. Could be fun to see the helper in the water. It's not, at some point there's going to be a helper in the water. That's why I specifically did not put fences on this map. So someone's going to end up with, I'm sure someone's going to be posting a picture on Facebook with their first helper in the water. All right, now I know we don't own part of this land we're going to drive through, but I'm going to try and get some grass around this field that I own as well. Yeah, I know I don't have access to this land, but as soon as I cross over the bridge, I should have access to this land. Or we see Nick in the water. Oh, we got to quit picking on Nick. Grass is a big money. It's my go-to. Yeah, it's definitely my go-to early game income. And right now, my Ritchieville playthrough, I don't own any factories yet, so my only income right now is the silage. So yeah, we're going to spend like half of our cash right now just to put the grass dryer down. And like I said, we should own up to the bridge. And then under the bridge is the next farmland over. Slow down, let this guy catch up a little bit. Must say the helper's doing a fine job. I know, right? Follow me works better than definitely hiring a Giants helper. I'm just going to spin around over here so I don't get rear-ended again. Let this guy catch up to me. We're going to head across the street. We're going to put a grass dryer down. And helper, yeah, I got too far ahead of the helper. It's all good. They'd come up and slam me in the backside anyway. We'll go back and get our helper. All right, let's grab the grass dryer. And we are, where am I going to put it? Right about here. That gives me plenty of room to put the herbicide maker down, the seed maker down, and the fertilizer factory down on this same little odd, weird piece of property. There we go. First production building on the map that we own, besides the coal mine that we don't have access to. Where did I leave my helper? Actually, I can't complain. Let's get you, let's lift you up, let's fold you up. There you go, 2.3 million liters of grass. Never used that mod, but I might give it a try. Yeah, I used it more in 17 than I do in 19. It's great if you want to get a couple vehicles across the map, because you can line 3 or 4 vehicles up and then just drive them across the map. While that's unloading, y'all, I'm going to grab a quick sip of Gatorade. Yeah, I have to keep an eye out for the helper a lot of times, because you have to slow down, because if you get too far ahead of them, they'll lose you. And then they'll just shut themselves off and go home. Alright, we spin around, we'll get this mess back to the house. So that's another chore done. But unfortunately, we still have about 7 hours before we have access to the mine. Alright, so I'm going to go control, right control and F. We're going to jump back in this guy. We'll drive back across the bridge. I'm not going to worry about trying to find a contract. I think for the very first game day or two, until we have stuff to do, I'm just going to forward time. Don't you hit me. Not enough breadcrumb trails to follow, something like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this little piece of grass here yet. I'm sure at some point we'll throw some animal pens down. Alright, I'm going to jump in here and stop this helper. And we'll get these guys put away. Put you there. Can I sneak this guy in? Maybe. Now the cedar for some reason likes to move itself, and I haven't figured out why. But I've noticed on a couple maps, when you park it, it moves itself sometimes. I've had that, and only the DB120. It doesn't seem to happen to the 90. can I sneak this guy in here? Between these two pieces of equipment? Probably not. But we're going to try. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's leave you there. Now I'm going to grab the loading wagon. Not the loading wagon, our tipper. I'm actually going to put my store delivery mod like right here. And this is probably where it'll stay for a while. We're going to run in, we're going to grab the bunker cleaner. Oh, this new, the new trailer for the boulders, that's going to get released tomorrow as well. It'll hold 60 boulders, and it only holds boulders, but it'll load and auto load. Alright, we're going to grab this guy, and I'm just going to go with a red. Alright, we are going to grab that implement. Why hasn't Crone actually made that? I have no idea. I've seen that bug a few times. Might check the log to see if it showed up or not. It doesn't show up in the log, it just moves. And I've had it happen on several maps, and not just my maps. So, alright, we have absolutely nothing to do until the mine is open. So we're going to cruise up there. Straps. Doesn't have a strap to hold the boulders in. Nah. You got plenty of room. The boulders will stay in. I've messed around with it a little bit on Ritchieville, and I've messed around with it a little bit on this map. So most of the fields on this side of the map you have to build before you have access to them. So the fences will go, once you build them, the fences will go away, and then the big rocks in the field will go away. Alright, we are going to park ourselves here for a second. This is probably only like 25%. Yeah, 25% built. I'm going to go back to the farmhouse because I forgot to do something real quick. So we're going to head back down near field 1, back to the house. And I'm going to throw a sleep trigger down. So we're going to go over here into the backyard. We're going to grab ourselves, where are they? We're going to grab ourselves the lawn chairs, and we're going to pop them back here, facing the water. So you have to put your own sleep trigger down. There's no sleep trigger built into the map. Alright, y'all, we are going to just get the mines open because we have absolutely nothing to do. So I'm going to go to about 19:30 and I'm just going to go back to the house and sleep tonight. I'm going to take her back down to 1 speed. I'm going to head back to the house. Oh, don't want to do that. We are going to jump into our lawn chairs. We're going to take a quick peek at the water. And we're going to grab, let's go 11 hours. I'm making a joke about using straps. 6:30. If it's too dark in game, I'll forward another hour. Alright, we're going to unfold this puppy. I'm going to get the pipe out, throw some lights on. And then I'm going to come down, I'm going to hug the right side of the ramp coming down. And we're going to start picking up some of the clean fill. Now the first couple loads I'm just going to sell so we can get some cash. Now I play around with lifting and lowering the bunker cleaner. Sometimes I get it stuck. Now, I'm just going to take a quick check on our fields. They're probably in the second growth stage once the map catches up to the forward. And then unfortunately, you're going to be doing a lot of this the first game day or two until you can get yourself down into the mine. And this is, other than taking care of our couple of fields, this is pretty much all we're going to do until we can get down a complete road down in. So yep, I'm giving you the first mine, but you're going to have to work for it. That's if you start in new farmer mode. Using the snowblower to move gravel, yep. If you had to scoop this, we're going to spend a month just loading this up with a front loader. I don't have the patience to sit here with a wheel loader for 4 game days, digging my way down. I'm not sure what this one holds. I think this one only holds, I think I have this one only at like 2 million liters. Yeah, the tipper I'm using is only 2 million liters. But I think when you pick up all of the clean fill, like all the way down, I think you have like 25 or 30 million liters total. So I'm not using like a super modded one. I'm using the same one that's in the vehicle pack. PALPWH 1962, thank you for stopping in, much appreciated. The map is going to my Patreon members tomorrow, and then it'll be released next Saturday. But you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to build. I'm giving you 2 sell points to start with, but they have really crappy prices. So if you want the better price, you have to build the sell point. You have to build a couple of forests. You have to build over half the fields before you can use them. You have to build half of the water fields. You have to build about half of the city that's built into the map on the mountain. You have to build the slaughterhouse, the hen house. You have to build the fish processing plant, the fish bait house. You have to build the clay pit in order to get to it. So making you work for it if you want to use it. So we will be playing more on this map tomorrow. I'm just not sure what my schedule is going to be. Probably not until after lunch. It gives me time in the morning to get my YouTube video recorded, edited, rendered, and uploaded. So you start with the coal mine on new farmer mode. You have to buy the ore mine, you have to buy the rock mine, you have to buy the nickel mine, the copper mine, and the sand mine. And if you're just joining us, next weekend I'll stream on Saturday, a release stream. I will not come into this map. We'll start a brand new map. I'll do a really good tour of everything unbuilt, and then I'll jump into my test map and we'll do a really good tour of everything that's built, and we'll show you the difference. And if all goes well and the Wi-Fi holds up, I'll try and get Dixie in voice as well next Saturday. BURMADETTE 20, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream, much appreciated. I'm terrible with names, so I try not to pronounce them. Get the hand shovel ready to clear this out? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't even want to get the wheel loader with a bucket out. Oh, maybe this is the bigger loading wagon. I thought this only held 2 million liters. I guess it holds 2.5. Not complaining, that's less trips to the sell point. No problem. Bermadet. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I do apologize. I am absolutely horrible with names, only because my eyesight is bad, and up until today I was watching chat on my phone, but today's the first day I actually have a second monitor. You know, once we get this full, I'll take you down. I'll show you some of the mines. Not going to get too much into their operation tonight. That'll be more for next weekend. I have a few more things on my test map that I still need to build and get it ready for next weekend. I'm sure between myself and Dixie, you'll catch at least one of us streaming this weekend, if not both of us streaming this weekend. I think Dixie's tired of testing as well. I think she just wants to get in and play. Yeah, so instead of trying to open up the entire road to get down here, I'm just going to try and open up half of it. Just enough to get all my equipment in and out. One day this thing will be full. You know, right? We're going to take this first load straight to the sell point. We'll probably take the first 2 loads straight to the sell point. And then when our silage is done, that's going straight to the sell point as well. Not going to worry about getting diesel made the first, couple game days. So I'm not even concerned with the diesel factory. We're going to have to spend a little bit of cash on buying some diesel. I could probably build myself a ramp and get down here if I really wanted to, just to go drive up and over this pile. But in testing, they don't drive well on top of this clean fill. Thanks, Papa, for that awesome vehicle pack. Without it, we're the bucket. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely shout out to Papa Smurf on all the vehicles. And Winston as well. So I know Winston had a lot to do with the a lot of the vehicle pack. And a shout out to Winston for the trains on this map. He sent me the military themed paint scheme for the trains. And then in Blender, he actually helped me out a little bit getting the monorail tracks, uh, the curved monorail tracks for me. So shout out to Winston as well. Just modded one of those crawlers on the ski hills. Yeah, right. Where's Snow Runner when you need it? Or not Snow Runner, Snow Ski Resort Simulator, something like that. Oh, I know what. The first 2 million liters goes into the trailer, and then the bunker cleaner has another reserve itself. I think it holds the other unrealistic 500,000 liters. We're almost there. We're at 90%. Snowcat. Yeah, the monorail wouldn't have been done if Winston didn't help me in Blender a little bit with the tracks. I sent him a prototype, and then he got him in Blender and finished them up for me. We'll see how much money we get for this first load of clean fill. Our Larn is cheered with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I heard a ding. I don't know if it came up on the screen or not. Because I had a Windows update and a Streamlabs update today, and it messed up some of my settings. There we go. There's a lot of Stevies and Eagle mods. Yeah, Eagle 355th helped us out a lot too. Some of the vehicles are from Eagle 355th, so shout out to them for permission as well. The cotton harvester that does the cotton, the lavender, and the tobacco, that's one of Stevie's mods as well. So Stevie gave us permission to put that in the vehicle pack. Alright, so apparently we are full. Let's turn this off. Here, I'll take it down here really quick. So once you get all of this clean fill picked up, and it goes all the way down to here, and then it literally comes all the way down, and then it literally runs like all the way back. So I'm giving you a ton of clean fill to start with, so you have some early game cash. So that's what the clean fill looks like when you come down. Rayman voice, about $100. So that's what the clean fill looks like coming down. Now your mines, each mine I'm actually also giving you a bit of product on the ground to start with. So you're going to have some product on the ground to start with before you even need to start dropping your boulders. So plenty of mining product to start with. So the same thing, when you get to your ore mine, plenty of ore on the ground to get you started, and then you'll have to drop your boulders and take them to the crusher. So just forget the hand shovel. I go with the snow blower. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to do this with a wheel loader and a shovel. Alright, let's see. I'm going to get out of here soon as well for the night, y'all, because I got an hour upload of this map for Dixie tonight. But let's see who has the best price for clean fill. So where is clean fill? I think it got separated from the rest of the ores for some reason in the price list. Where is the clean fill? Or maybe it didn't. Where did the clean fill go? Over here. I believe that's the clean fill. So the landfill does have the best price. So we're going to head over to the landfill. And we'll see what we get for this first load. Hey old man, just asking what time roughly you'll release it for the Patreons tomorrow. I don't even have it uploaded to my Mega account yet. I made a couple more changes. I made a couple more fixes today that Dixie found while testing, and she doesn't even have the copy of the map I'm on yet. So I can't give you an answer. I just got, like I said, it's going to take me an hour to upload it either tonight or in the morning. Just a couple of things on the price list. Yeah, we probably have, here, let me go through that real quick as well. This map has about 40 or 50 placeable factories that goes with it. So, here, I'll just do a slow scroll across. So we have the extra fruits, and then we have 3 orchards and 3 greenhouses that gives us more product. You have all the mines, so you have all of that product. And then once you get through we have and then you get into the animals like the duck eggs and the goat milk and the down and the feathers. And then you get into all of the product from the factories. It just goes on and on and on. If you get bored on any of these maps, then you're doing something wrong. So we have all kind of factories that make all kind of goodies. Banquet, Smucker's, Sandwich Factory, Bakery, cakes and pies, ice cream, peanuts, nutshells, canned food, taffy, and then we got your washers, dryers, sinks, toilets, refrigerator, slushies, cold drinks, and then we have the soup factory's not built yet. We still have to build the soup factory, but there's plenty of stuff to do. If you get bored, you should never play this game. Exactly, right? Yeah, there is a mod. Thanks, Dixie. Yeah, there's actually two mods. There's one on the in-game mod hub. I don't know what that one's called. And then on Facebook, there's a mod called Unit Convert Light that will also put the prices in the put the names in the prices menu for you. But everything that you see fenced in has to be built before you have access to it. Now this field 73 that we're driving by now is another one that's just massive. Is there a contract that popped up for 73 by chance? Yeah, here. If you harvest 73, which is next to me, $319,000 plus whatever extra product you get off of it. You'll probably get, I would imagine, $300,000 or $400,000 in extra grain off of that harvest. So you take that contract, you're probably going to make $600,000 or $700,000. It's going to take you all day to harvest it, if not 2 days to harvest it, but you're gonna make some cash. 477 acres, just a little guy. It's big. Did it actually say that in the? Does it? Oh, it does say. Yeah, there you go. 477.7 acres. Only take you like 2 game days to harvest it. But the good with all that stuff you can do, you can choose whether you want to just, yeah, if you want to sell it or stick it in a warehouse. So even if you take the contract, you don't have to sell all of it off. Even 76 that we're driving by now is pretty massive. But the landfill is in the very far upper northwest corner of the map. So think of Washington State when you're going to the landfill. The boxes that you see along the road are placeholders, so when you build the power grid, that's where your power poles and streetlights are going to build. So I put the placeholders down so you don't put any placeables down where a light pole and a power pole and light is going to spawn into the game. So once you build the power grid for the map, all those boxes will disappear. I am going to hang a right and then a left. I'll show you a little bit more of the map. So there's a couple more. There's a massive field to my left as well that you got, if you want to put, you could probably put half of the factories down right there to the left of field 77. And then back here, you'll get yourself a dirt road going back into the landfill between the tracks and field 78. Can I just run my farm on hopes and dreams? Yeah, y'all, I love the massive fields on this map. But yeah, I'm going to sell this load off. I'm going to drive this back to the landfill, and I'm going to call it a night, y'all. We will pick it up here tomorrow right where I left off, sometime after lunch. Gives me time to get my stuff done in the morning. Should be a sell point back here somewhere. Alright, what are we getting? And it keeps going, just like the Energizer Bunny. It keeps going and going and going. And then we run out. There you go. $1.9 million on one load of clean fill. So plenty of cash to get you started. You don't have to cheat any money, and you just got to work for it. So that gets us to our first like $2 million goal that we talked about earlier. Thanks for the awesome stream. Y'all are more than welcome. I really appreciate everybody stopping in tonight. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm just going to drive this back to the mines, and I'm going to call it a night. I will get this to the Patreons at some point tomorrow. I'm going to get it to Dixie at some point tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. Because I couldn't sleep last night, so I've been up since 2:30 this morning, my time. So I'm going to actually take the longer way around, so I'll show you a little bit of this part of the map as well. So you've got a couple of small, long fields here on my left, and you've got a couple of small, long forests on my right. So there's a couple of small, couple of medium, and a couple of large forests scattered around the map as well. Now I have traffic shut off because to save on FPS, I put the vanilla traffic back into the map so you get a better FPS. To y'all, Arlarn, have an awesome weekend. See y'all next time. Yeah, thanks. Much appreciated. So another railroad silo here. So railroad silo here. Worker storage in the apartment building for your workers. And if you keep going straight, there's a bridge that'll take you right back over to Center City. So the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is sell off another load of clean fill. And that'll get us enough cash to get a couple plots of land we want, and I want to get the I want to get Mammoth Mill placed. I want to get Tom's Tables placed. I want to get Sparky's down. I want to get Pennington down. So we're gonna sell off one more load of clean fill for some cash and get our first batch of factories down. And probably 3 loads so we can buy another plot of land or 2. Bad Touch, have a good one. Yeah, Sassy One, have a good night. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out. This map was almost a year to build, so it's about time we just sit back and play. So there are 3 working trains, 3 working monorails that you can get in and drive. The fishing boat. Bad Touch says have a good one. Arlarn. It was good you could save it. Yeah, definitely awesome that we could save this map. I thought it was lost a couple times for sure. So it is a 16x map, y'all. You're going to do a bit of driving. So this is the only way in and out of the mines. Well, looks like we got about 20% of the way down. But I am going to jump out of here real quick. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon while I save and close. Oh, so you got to be careful with your harvests too. This wants you to sell it at None of Richie's, and None of Richie's is a sell point that's not built. So be really careful taking any contracts, because the field may not be built and then the sell point may not be built. So you're going to have to really, really be careful with contracts. Get some sleep. If you have never seen the salt flats in Utah, then you'll know. Yeah, unfortunately, I've never. I would love to go see them. I've seen them on TV, but I've not seen them in person. But I'm out of here, y'all. Have an awesome night. We'll catch you all tomorrow.